Good morning and welcome to the Free Daily Coaching Hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to freedailycoaching.com. My name is Bert Bledsoe, and I am here to do your morning hangout this morning. I want to say good morning and welcome. See who's here. Looks like people made it, and we had some people that were in the group, in the Facebook group that didn't make it, that they were having a trouble getting their link. So for those that are here, if you want to jump over in Facebook into the Free Daily Coaching group and let them know and say, hey, everybody, we're over here. I posted also the YouTube link so that they could connect on YouTube. So good morning and welcome. Welcome back to some people that have been gone for a little bit. Maybe you went away for Thanksgiving. I see Mrs. Mupo, Felicia Mupo is here. She had the ability to go with her family on a Thanksgiving cruise. So they were out on the high seas for the week. Looks like Deb Castman doubled up. She's here twice. So I see some of you may have had some registration. Who else? I know that we haven't seen Angel for a few days, and she's here, and Mrs. Nancy Beach is here this morning. So good morning and welcome back from the Thanksgiving festivities. Elizabeth Summers went over to a little more eastern part of Colorado. Good welcome back and good morning, Elizabeth. Maybe she's still over there and coming to us from there. We've got Stacy Stanley from up in Denver. Really awesome was the ability to have a live event just a few weeks ago and invite some people down for a mastermind. Well, we were trying to get some photo ops, and my lovely wife really had all the animals lassoed up and ready to go, and we were talking and the sun went down, and so we didn't have the opportunity to do as many photo ops as we wanted. Well, Stacy just lives right up the road, about an hour. So she had the opportunity this weekend, some free time. And so she came down and did some photo ops here at Goat Village. She brought Goat Village a Dunkin' Donuts gift certificate. So thank you, Stacy, for that. That was very, very kind of you. Who else? We also got to see Mr. and Mrs. Evan Bang. So Evan and Erica Bang and little Cadence got to come down and visit along with Evan Bang's mother-in-law, Erica's mom. Excuse me one sec, guys. So we had an exciting Thanksgiving. I know people were traveling and people were all over. So I want to say welcome back, and let's say good morning and welcome to a few other people. Uh-oh. Totally locked up. There we go. Let's say good morning to Karen. We already said good morning and welcome to Nancy. Great to see you, Nancy. Linda Bomba, good morning and welcome. It's always fun to tease and play and have fun nicknames for everyone. And I don't know why, but I've been able to work with Linda or not work, directly, but Linda and I have been working together in the same area and the environment for a while. And I always think it's just fun to be like, don't drop a Linda Bomba on someone, right? Like you're dropping the bomb on someone. I don't know why. It's just fun for me. We've got Angel is here. Good morning, Angel. Craig, you made it. Awesome. Craig, let's Facebook me later and tell me how you got here, and let's see to make sure. I want to make sure before I contact webinars on air, but let me know. Good morning, Roselle. Good morning, Judy and Jeannie and Angela. So we have Angela Gurley and Angels here. So we have two of the angels that are already here this morning, and it's very angelic outside. We have just a light dusting of snow and just real soft snow sprinkles coming down. Then we have the wonderful Malia Holleran out in San Diego with the San Diego crew. Her and Bob and Len Mooney and all the San Diego kids play. We got Tanya's here this morning, Mr. Jeffrey. Good morning to you. Deb Castman's here. As I mentioned, back from a pirate adventure. Mrs. Mupo is back. Mr. Howie Rosenberg is here. I see Howie goes a lot of places. I saw some pictures online the other day, and Howie was hanging out with people. It's freezing outside.
I'm sorry.
Who else do we have? We have Mr. Larry Ryan is here, and Rick Scheniger is here this morning. Good morning, Larry and Rick, and Mrs. Schaus. Good morning, Chris and Stacy, as I mentioned. So good morning and welcome. We're going to do some mindset in the morning. We got about 20 minutes to whip through this mindset and training for this morning. And I know there was some confusion. We tried to go back. I tried to change the time to an 8:15 earlier time because I kept on going over. It just wasn't conducive to the rest of the things that I had in the schedule. And that extra 15 minutes was causing a crunch in the morning. And then what was happening is I was finishing early, which was good, but on the front end, I wasn't getting things that were required to be completed. So we're going to stick with the 8:30 time. We're going to cruise through that time till the end of the year, till the end of December, and then we'll reevaluate. If we need to make any changes, we'll do so. But as of right now, we're going to keep it at this 8:30 a.m. time slot. So that's 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 Central, and 7:30 Pacific. So this morning, hold on one sec, guys. This morning, what I wanted to talk about on our mindset was 5 tips. So before we jump into them, let me make sure, because I didn't check the chat, let me make sure that everyone, December Mindset Monday, yay, all right, cool. All right, so I'm guessing, can everyone hear and see me? I'm guessing yes, but then Elizabeth said, am I on yet? So just let me know in the chat if you can see and hear me. And I will go ahead. Let's get our pencil and paper out if you're going to be keeping notes. We're going to go over 5 steps today, 5 specific points. Okay, awesome. You guys can see and hear me. We're going to go over 5 specific points this morning. And the reason that we're going to go over these 5 in particular is because this is some of the training that I've been doing, right? So I was going to bring you guys with me on what I'm doing, right? You get to see my little mini kitchen. We have our houses built in the late 70s, so our kitchen is tiny. Now you get to see all the fun stuff I got, onions back there and zucchinis. So let's get into it. All right, awesome. Awesome. I should have brought someone over this morning because you never know if you can see, if people can see and hear you. So as I've been training, as I've been developing, I've been reaching out to multiple different sources, right? And trying to find different avenues of growth, ways in which I can develop mentally, emotionally, and spiritually on all 3 levels, right? Even physically, we can grow and develop. Now, I'm going to make an announcement and an admission to you guys. If you go a year ago, you could say that I was in better shape maybe than my wife because I was running a lot. I was doing some triathlons. And what happened was I fell off of my regime, right? After some races, I didn't have that next race planned. And since there was no goal, there was no end in sight, I kind of fell off. So at this point now, it's my wife that does the exercising, right? She's like, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to do this. We should go for a hike. So she's now instigating. Right. So sometimes in our development, in all different areas, we have to reach out and ask for assistance. We have to reach out to those people that are doing what it is that we want to do, what it is that you want to do. Maybe there's someone right in your neighborhood that's already losing weight. They're getting in better shape, right? This isn't that physical aspect. That's a way that you could learn how to develop by following that person. Maybe you're feeling empty on a spiritual level. And maybe it's time for you to reach out. Maybe there's been someone in your life that's been reaching out and trying to pour into you. They've been trying to bless you with love and kindness and fill your cup up. Maybe right now is the time to look and see that and say, oh, okay, this is a real part of my life. This is a real part of my development. I need to keep on growing in this area. Maybe emotionally, there's things that you've been stunted. Right? Maybe there's challenges that you've had. I've had challenges. I've had challenges in my business. I've had challenges in my life, in my interpersonal, right? When I'm dealing with people, my communication with people, I've had challenges. Why? Because of the limiting beliefs I had, because of my experience on the planet, because of several different factors. My goal, my constant effort is to continue to develop, to become better, not because I want to do something bigger or more extravagant, because I want to become better, because I want to be able to communicate with you better. I want to be able to communicate with my wife and my son and the public and the people that are around me in a way that's more productive. That's it. That's the bottom line. I want to be more productive with my time. We all know that we have a limited amount of time to deal with. And so it's, how are we going to use that time? Give me one. All right. That one limiting factor that we all have that keeps us all on the same playing field is time. And so I want you to all think about right now. It's December. We're going into the last month of the year. It's crazy when you think, oh my gosh, it's already December, right? All these people are running around. I can't believe it's December. Can't believe it's December. Really? Did you not experience like the hot summer of July and 4th of July? Did you not just have Halloween and experience that? Because after Halloween comes Thanksgiving, and after Thanksgiving comes Christmas. So if all of a sudden Christmas just snuck up on you and you're like, oh my gosh, we're going to start the new year. What if you could control that? What if you could control that lapse of time because you were being productive, right? Because you had the right mindset. So that's what we're going to talk about. And we've talked about this limiting mindset and a growth mindset. And so today I want to expand a little bit more on this growth mindset and how you can start to implement the growth mindset in your daily routine, in your life, in your business, so that you can prosper, so that you can continue to move forward. I need to move better so I can be in the light a little bit more. Huh? I'm kind of dark for you guys. So what are the 5 steps? So we're going to talk about 5 steps this morning. The very first one I'm going to talk to you guys about, and guys, this isn't something that I learned, right? Or this isn't something that I came up with. This is something I learned. This is something that I've done training. I've gone out and done some reading and absorbing, right? And then applying. So I've read it, I've absorbed it, I've applied it, I've tried it, and then I bring it to you guys. Why? Because I bring to you what's worked, what is actually working right now for me. I don't want to bring something to you that you're not going to get value. If it's not working, why would I want to bring it to you? I'm not going to recommend something that I'm not doing. That's it. That's the bottom line, okay? The bottom line is I'm not going to start recommending things to you. I'm not going to start sharing things with you if I'm not doing it. If I'm not doing it, if I'm not going to use it, if I'm not going to apply it, if I don't find value in it, I'm not going to share it with other people. My business isn't just solely about making dollars. Of course, that's the point of a business. Of course, businesses need to generate capital and make a profit to stay in business. Absolutely, 100%. But that's not the primary focus. The primary focus isn't just to generate dollars. That business model is a real applicable business model, and a lot of people will tell you that's the only way. That has not been my experience. Okay. Sorry, guys, dogs had to go out. So my experience has been that when you are consistent, when you're taking consistent efforts and making real efforts towards moving forward in your business, that you're going to get results. So let me show you, or let me share with you 5 steps that I've actually used, that I'm using, that I believe can help you. Number 1 is change. All right. I want you to write this down. I want you to think about change. And I want you to think about how change really equals honesty. And I want you to be honest with yourself, right? And say, hey, am I actually going to do this? Am I actually going to take the action? Right? That's where the honesty comes in. The honesty comes in and says, hey, are you really going to change? Do you want to change? Or are you just saying it to say it? Are you just saying the words as lip service to make someone else happy? Is this someone else's idea that you're trying to fit your mold into? Or do you really want to change your mindset? Do you really want to change what you're thinking and your mindset, your belief system, so that you can prosper? Or are you just saying it to get people off your back? Are you just saying it to blend in with people? Are you just making the motions, the lip motions? Because change and the willingness to do so, it takes some honesty from you. For you to honestly say, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to change. This is exactly the change that I would like to occur. Step number 2. Give me 1 second, guys. There's something going on. Hold on 1 second. My wife was leaving in the snow, and so she wanted me to look out the window. I thought maybe she was stuck, but everything looks okay. Sorry for the interruption. All right, so let's look at step number 2. Let's look at the second part of this, right? We have 5 steps. Step number 1 is that change, and we look at honesty. Step number 2 is focus, right? Step number 2 is simply the focus, right? So what does that look like? Well, it's all about focus. Focus, 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 right? Everything, your values, your beliefs, your spirituality, your limitations, the actions that you take, all of these things are going to get in your way, right? That's the reality. All of these things are going to get in your way of focus. What you believe, what you used to believe, what someone else believes, this other plan that you used to have, these other belief systems that you used to do, the emotions that you experience throughout the day, whether it's that rejection because someone didn't give you their email, maybe someone didn't want to take a look at your opportunity. That emotion can get in your way. That one little emotion could make massive ramifications to your business. So the question is, are you focused? And are you staying focused? And if you are staying focused, what is your why and how to? What's the why and how to stay focused? So why are you staying focused? What's your end goal? What is it that you're trying to do in your business? Are you trying to create a residual income so that you can quit your job? Are you trying to become retired at 50 instead of 65? Are you trying to earn extra money to send the kids through college? Maybe it's something as simple as just wanting to pay off some extra credit card debt. But do you know why? Why you're doing something different, why you're changing, right? You're changing. You're going to be honest about why you're changing. Why? And then how to? How are you going to change? Are you focused on that? Are you doing the required actions to move forward? Are you taking the required actions to move forward? If not, you need to. If you haven't started to, then you should, if you're serious about change. Step number 3, we're going to move into step number 3, is progress. Are you making progress? Are you getting up more times than you're falling down? Are you taking 2 steps forward for every step back that you get pushed? When you fall down the stairs, do you stand up, dust yourself off, and start walking up the stairs again? Because that's what progress looks like. If you're not making mistakes, then you're not moving forward. Failure is part of success. Making mistakes is part of succeeding. Making mistakes is how we learn. If you're just merely, someone said it today, if you're just merely going in a circle to feel like you're moving and that you're making progress, but you're literally just spinning in a circle, you have to ask yourself, am I really moving forward? Am I going forward? It's okay to make a mistake on the way. See, everyone is spinning in a circle, or a lot of people, right, are spinning in a circle because they're getting ready to get ready. They're putting something together, and when it's perfect, when it's right there, they're going to put it out there, and all of a sudden, wham, it's going to hit. It's going to be on. They're going to have done it. They're going to have arrived. They're going to have succeeded. But that's not really how it works. You don't get everything done and set up and everything's in perfect and then put it out there. You can do that. That is a way to do it. In my experience, that way has not served me. What served me is progress, continuing. Just keep taking a step at a time. It's okay if you fall, smash your face, get a bloody nose, get a tissue. That's why I work with a group and a community. That's why working together with a group, you have the power of the Peloton that we've talked about. You have the focus and the energy of the group. You get the progress of the group. When someone else makes a step forward, instead of looking and saying, oh, well, that guy's better than me, or that guy, that girl, she's pretty, that's why she did it, or, well, she's been doing it for 8 months, or he's been doing it for 4 months in a row, that's why. Instead of that mindset, you start to change that mindset to, awesome, this guy's making it, this gal's doing it, what is she doing that I could start to do? What is she doing? What is he doing? What are they doing that I could implement? How are they progressing? How could I move forward just like them? Those are the first three. Numbers 4 and 5. Fail safe. Number 4 is a fail safe, right? What's the fail safe? What fail safe do you have put into place to literally require you to move forward? This is my fail safe, the free daily coaching call. It's set up, it's done. Everyone knows that it's here now, right? Not everyone, but a lot of people are ready. They're waiting for this call each and every morning. This is my fail safe. This is the thing that is required each and every day for me to keep moving forward. So if this is set up and I have this call, that requires me to continue to learn, to continue to go out and develop new skill sets, to connect with more people, to network with more people, to learn more, to share with you. This is my fail safe. This is my public plan. This is like me putting it out there. Why? Because everyone knows I'm going to be here. If they all know, right? If I say it out loud and I've told other people, now they know. So I set that up as a fail safe. Like now I have to do it because there's people that are required. And then 5 is a time frame. Write up your plan, your goals, and write out a specific date and time. How powerful could that be for you? If you set up a specific date, if you set up a specific time for your goals. Imagine if there's anything else that you wanted to do. Imagine this, guys. I want you to be real with yourselves and say this. If you're fill in the blank here, loved one, whether it's a niece or a nephew, maybe it's your son or daughter, maybe it's your mother or father, your cousin, your brother, maybe it's your best friend in life. If someone called you right now, or you got in the mail an invitation to their wedding, and it was out of state, and you knew that it was going to cost you a few $100s to travel there, and that you knew it was going to cost you a couple bucks to stay in a hotel, and maybe you need to get a new pair of shoes or a new outfit or a new belt or something. So you know that there's going to be an expense. But if you know today, December 1st, that the wedding isn't until July 14th, well, then you have a date, you have a plan, you have a timed out set parameter that you can make this goal now. Your goal is to get to the wedding. Your goal is to have a new outfit, to stay at a certain place. You know what the cost is. You know exactly what you need to do, what amount of money, right, that you're required to generate between now and the 14th of July. Well, maybe you know that you need to RSVP by a certain date, so that shortens the time frame. See, by picking this time frame and putting yourself into a set of parameters, now you have a playground. Now you have a field to play on. Now you have something to work with. If you're just out there and you have no goal, you're just like, I want to make this pin level in my home-based business. I want to make X amount of dollars, but you have no goal, you have no time frame, you have no finish line. You have nothing to go towards. It's like me not having a race to train for. My running falls off. I don't run as much, as often, as long, as hard when I'm not training for a run, for a race. Why? Because then I'm just kind of running just for no goal. I'm just down here. I don't have a predefined goal. I'm not focused on an outcome. You see? So the 5 tips, I'm going to go over them one more time. You can write them down so we can finish at the top of the hour. First is change, right? Number 1 is change. Are you ready to change? Can you be honest about that and say, what is it that's required for me to change? How can I change? What's required for me to do? Number 2 is focus. Can you stay focused on the why and the how to? On the why you're doing it and the how to get to the result. Progress. Are you willing to keep moving forward even when you make mistakes? Are you willing to keep on moving one more step ahead even though sometimes you fall a step back? Fail-safe. Are you willing to put up a fail-safe? Are you willing to put into place a backup, a system that sets you up, whether that's making public announcements, whether that's setting up someone that you're going to work with? You know, I don't really like the accountability partner because I think you should be accountable to yourself. I think the fail-safe is set up for you so you don't fail. It's set up as a backup for you because check this out. Another person can fail you. Right? Just like you could fail yourself, the other person could as well. So I like to set mine up as my own fail-safe. And then number 5 is the time frame. Do you have a set time frame that you're going to be doing all of your activity in? Do you have a goal that you'd like to achieve? Do you have a time frame set up that you're going to do that activity so you can get to the goal? Because if not, that's something that you should probably take a look at. Something that can be beneficial to your business. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here at the free daily coaching call. This morning, we went over 5 tips on mindset, 5 action steps that you can put into your business today to look at in your mindset and how you're developing in your business, how you're moving forward. Take a moment to go over these 5 steps. Take a moment to really decide what your goals are and where you're going, how you're going to get there. Guys, I made mention of this before. You know, I recommend the things that I'm going to do. I want to tell you guys, for those that didn't make it, I'm going to end this call so you can jump over on the My Lead System Pro telephone call if you're part of that system. If you join that call, if not, you can go back and listen to the podcast. For those that are interested in doing something, a lot of you guys are doing some work sessions with me, and that's awesome. We're going to keep on doing that. For those that want to join forces, not just with me, but with my mentor, that want to do what we're doing, that what I'm doing, exactly what I've been doing, right? That's given me the results. A lot of people ask me, what do you do, Bert? And then I put it in front of them. I say, this is exactly what I did. Come do it with me, right? Come with me and do it with me. And then the answer looks like this. Well, maybe I'll do that next time. I'm doing this over here. So that's like saying, hey, how do I get a cup of hot cocoa? And then I give you the directions to the place where I got the hot cocoa. And you're like, well, I'm drinking coffee right now. But when I want cocoa, then I'll go back. Well, then check this out. Just simply follow the directions that are put in front of you if you want to get to the desired result, desired location. That's it. It's just that simple. So for those that are interested, I'm doing an intensive with my mentor. If you're interested in doing that, PM me. So let me see what I can do. There may be, I'm not sure, after last night she did a webinar, there may not be any spots left. I don't know. I haven't really talked to her this morning. So if that's something that you want to do and you want to join arms, then come on and do it. PM me after this hangout and let's go run together. I'm going to be sprinting in January. right? I'm going to be sprinting in January because of what we're doing in December. So if you want to be sprinting in January, you got to prep now. You got to do this now. We got to get on focus. We got to have the right mindset. We got to get ready to crush it now so that when January comes, we're already in the flow, guys. We're already doing it. Everyone else is just going to jump on the bandwagon. Everyone else is just coming in for their New Year's resolutions, their get fixed quick deal, okay? Thank you guys for being here. Love you. I'll see you all very soon tomorrow morning on the free daily coaching. And I think right now what we're going to do is last week we got all carried away with Thanksgiving. So this week is going to be our work sessions. I believe we're going to do one in just a few minutes here. I've got to touch base with just a couple people and then look in the free daily coaching group. If you're friends of the free daily coaching, you'll see that we are going to have a webinar. We'll probably have 2 this week so that we're back on schedule. So look for that link. We're going to be doing that in just a few minutes here. And for all the rest of you that aren't friends of Free Daily Coaching, you can always go to freedailycoaching.com, find out how to connect. And like I mentioned, if you want to connect, if you want to join arms and run like the wind, guys, then come and let me know and we can rock this thing. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on freedailycoaching.com. Where's Craig?